Hello folks, and welcome to a new episode of Tech News. This time on a Sunday. We have some news still breaking here. This is episode 25. Let's hop right in. First things first, a very quick reminder in case you missed the last Tech News episode, which was covering the all-new and upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE that happened to have been spotted on the Samsung website, confirming not only the official name as the Galaxy Tab S9 FE, but also that it is coming out soon. Additional information also confirms that there will be two models for this FE series, a larger 12.4 inches model and a small 10.9 inches model as successors to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 FE and the Tab S6 Lite. They both will have attributes very similar to those found on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 series, like the one that I have here, which is the S9 Plus, especially when we take a look at the back of the tablets, right? You know, they have those individual camera lenses, you know, the same Samsung S Pen track there, but these FE models will be boasting LCD panels and also running mid-range chipsets, specifically the Exynos 1380 chipset along with 6 gigs of RAM. Of course, the base storage is going to be upgraded from the 64 that we had in the last iteration to 128 gigs of internal storage, and there will also be 5G versions for these, support for fingerprint sensor, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.3, and much more. And that's pretty much the quick recap that we have on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 FE there. Now, the next piece of news that I have here would be the announcement from Samsung stating that the rollout of the One UI 5.1.1 update is on course for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 series, meaning the quote-unquote regular Tab S8, the Tab S8 Plus, and of course the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, along with the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and the Z Flip 4. Now, those of you in Europe are likely seeing this already. If you have not seen it just yet, just be a little bit more patient. It may not have hit your region just yet, so just give it a couple more days or so. It should not be long. Now, this particular update will come along with the July 2023 security patch, also along with some actual improvements to the software, right? Newer features on some of the native apps that you have on your tablet or on your device, and also newer features on multitasking as well. So be on the lookout for that, right? Now, the next piece of news that we have here would be on the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 series, which is of course the next iteration or the successor to the current Samsung Galaxy Tab A8 series, in case you were wondering. But anyways, there is word that this budget tablet will be announced at IFA or IFA this coming September. We already do have a glimpse of what to expect with this budget tablet here by not only the FCC certification, but even more specs, right? To start off, the model number that we have so far is SM-X115, as you can see here. And you can even also see the certification date right next to it there. The battery size is set to be 5100 milliamps, or 5100 milliamp, and will support 15-watt charging, right? Now, this is where things get a little bit confusing. The last tablet that was boasting a 5100 milliamp was the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 Lite, because if I remember correctly, the regular Galaxy Tab A7 at the time was boasting a 7040 milliamp, just like the current one, the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8, which is also pushing a 7040 milliamp. Now, this all led me to believe that, you know, this upcoming Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 is actually a small form factor, right? Because even when you consider the dimensions that leaked here, right, you're looking at roughly 210, 211 millimeters for the height, along with 124, about 125 millimeters for the width. And I personally think that those specs are matching those of a, you know, small form factor, right? Like the ones from the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. Now, that said, the leaked images that we see here may not be, you know, really clear. You know, these are the actual units and the tablets portrayed, you know, in this picture. Again, the picture is not really high quality. But anyway, so these tablets are supposed to be the upcoming series. Again, personally, I see two tablets here. It may just be me. You know, everyone seems to be seeing one. I see two different tablets for some reason. I see one that is boxier with, you know, really thick bezels, reminding me kind of what we have with the current Samsung Galaxy Tab A8. And the other one seems to have, you know, thick bezels at the top and at the bottom, and then skinny ones, you know, on the side, just like the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite did. But again, it could just be me, or if I'm right, then that means Samsung is also planning on dropping two of the A series this year to kind of match what they're doing with the FE series, but who knows? Anyways, next here is just a point that I wanted to quickly highlight. I just keep getting this question over and over from you guys, and the question goes, is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 series even an upgrade when compared to the Tab S8 series? And I don't know why some people keep asking that. It's just mind-boggling to me, because I have covered this more than a few times already in my Tab S9 series videos, so maybe I should just go ahead and say it once and for all. Yes, the new iteration of the flagship S series from Samsung is definitely an upgrade when compared to the series that was dropped last year. But that doesn't mean that last year's series is not good. It's still very, very good. good set of tablets. But let's go ahead and take the Galaxy Tab S9 alone. It's seen even more upgrades than, the entire series, right? So the entire series has definitely seen upgrades that may not seem major at first glance, but are truly significant in actuality. There's that new processor from Qualcomm, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is showing to be about 30% more powerful, at least in my testings. It truly has a noticeably better performance when compared to the tablets from last year. Battery so far seems to last even longer as well. I'm thinking 20 to 20% longer. You have noticeably louder speakers, noticeably brighter displays. We went from a Super AMOLED display, to a dynamic AMOLED display. Well, I should put that actual plural. Super AMOLED displays to dynamic AMOLED displays with the newer series, which is just major. You also have that IP rating, right? So IP68 rating for dust and water resistance. Just go ahead and watch my videos on this if you want to go ahead and learn more. Now, the next piece of news here is going to be on the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S24 series, specifically as it pertains to the design, right? Some of the new leaks and also reports from Ice Universe are stating that the next iteration of the flagship Samsung Galaxy S line phone will be pushing even flatter sides. You can see in these renders that they look even boxier than the current S23 and S23 Plus, and these, by the way, would be the only two models affected. And also, if you did watch my review of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, just talking about how boxier it is when compared to that of last year, you could probably conclude that Samsung seems to be kind of on a journey to try to make everything uniform, right? So they have a boxier Z Fold 5, now they're trying to get a boxier series for the S24 models. It just seems like they're going for uniformity for the upcoming years, right? They're trying to make everything align. Now, as far as the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra goes, it is also reported that it will feature some changes. We are set to have a titanium alloy mid-frame, as opposed to the current armor aluminum that you find on the current S23 Ultra. All of those changes will take place while still, making sure that the phone keeps the same current weight. And finally, on the same phone here, there will be a new in-app zoom button for the camera. Now, before we go ahead and close this Tech News edition, I want to do just a quick recap on the upcoming Apple iPhone 15 series, right? Because it's a very anticipated phone here. We have a launch date, right? We're looking at September 12th or September 13th, and then the start of the sales will follow on the 22nd of September. There are expectations, for price increase, like I mentioned last year. So compared to last year, we will see a price increase here. We will still have 4 models in this series. It is set to bring about some fairly drastic changes. We will have a new action button, a new camera, new ports, and that will be that USB Type-C port, an A16 Bionic chip for the regular iPhone, and the A17 for the Pro models, and much more. Anyway, I think this is a good point to go ahead and end this edition of Tech News here. I will have more on the next episode, meaning that I will stay updated so that you are updated. Up until that next episode, of course, as always, stay safe out there.